Credit Barack Obama for making the right call and going in and getting bin Laden in the way he did. Credit him for issuing the kill order. I give him credit for this. Carter or Clinton wouldn't have. That was the right decision. He's got public enemy number one in sight. If you see him, kill him. We're not interested in capture. Kill the SOB. So I credit him for that. But now he's right back to making poor decisions again. Isn't it, after all, a bad decision not to release at least one or two photographs of Osama bin Laden dead? 799-1130 is the telephone number, or 1-800-838-9476. Isn't he making the wrong decision here by not releasing the photos? Shouldn't the birther controversy be all the proof he needs that he needs to release these photos? I mean, learn a lesson and get a clue. This is the first thing I thought about when I heard that he's not going to release photos. Until he does, the fact that he hasn't is only going to fuel conspiracy theories here and abroad. It's only going to make it easier for these jihadists and wingnuts in this country to claim that he's not dead. Wingnuts in this country and jihadists abroad. It's going to make it easier for jihadists abroad to claim that he's not dead. It's going to help them turn him into some sort of cult-like figure martyr. It's the lesson that he should be taking from the birther controversy, the dope. Already you have all sorts of people in Pakistan and Afghanistan saying, where's the proof? He's not dead. He wasn't really. There's a new narrative that's popped up in Pakistan already. He really wasn't in that compound. It's the new story that's popped up in the streets of Pakistan as a way to explain away their own ineptness, the fact that he was living amongst them and they didn't know it. The Pakistanis are refusing to believe he was there. They're saying, where's the proof? He wasn't really there. So you have the Pakistanis not wanting to believe it because they don't want to be embarrassed politically. You have the jihadists not wanting to believe it. And I've only briefly touched on this story. I know other show hosts have asked this question, do you release the photos or not? But in light of the fact that we now have President Obama saying he's not going to release the photos, and the fact that I've only briefly touched on this, I'm going to take some calls on it. My main reason for releasing the photos is literally for posterity's sake. Let the American people in the world see that the SOB is dead. It's what we do. It's what we have always done to have closure. When we kill a dictator or some pox on humanity, we show the world evidence. See, he's dead. Case closed. Problem solved. And for that simple reason, I was saying right away on Monday, of course you release the photos. But the other big reason to release them is to quell the inevitable conspiracy theories and shunt the inevitable deniers. As one expert psychologist puts it, the White House decision to not release the bin Laden death photos will only fuel conspiracy theorists. Trust is in very short supply these days, particularly trust in government and other institutions. And when the official story of an event like this is ambiguous, when there's uncertainty, people entertain a range of theories. Yeah, and those theories are only going to grow. He says the events transpired so quickly with different explanations, different stories. The body was whisked away and then buried at sea. He says buried at sea? That sounds like something a 19th century Navy would do. Who's been buried at sea lately? So he says there are reasons for people to just want closure on this. And yes, there are some small group of people who are going to claim the photos are doctored and they won't ever believe it, but the vast majority of people here and abroad will. And Obama should have just learned this very lesson with his birth certificate. He let that fester and grow from a small little group of kooks into virtually half of America wondering whether or not he was born in this country. For over 3 years, he let that conspiracy theory grow rather than just releasing the thing and shunting the controversy. Here we go again. This is the exact same instance.